Beer here back in the Fantasy Bar special Monday edition. Happy Memorial Day weekend, everybody out there. Make sure we're taking a minute and thinking about what today means. We've got 6 plays for you today, including a couple of my favorite correlation plays, what team I'm stacking up tonight, what stud do we want to spend up on, and of course, my favorite play tonight, who we talking about? Belly up to the Fantasy Bar and find out. Welcome in, guys. Special Memorial Day edition here. Beers Daily Fantasy 6-pack. Hope you guys have had a great long weekend here celebrating Memorial Day. I'm back with 6 of my favorite plays on FanDuel and DraftKings. Now, we got early action going on. We're going to focus on that main slate, 6 games with 6 of my favorite plays. Now, before we get into the plays, as always, make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button. That's the tip jar here in the Fantasy Bar. Greatly appreciate that. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel, get notified when these videos get released. And lastly, you want to get into sports betting, you're already into it, want to add more information, whatever it may be, scoresandodds.com/beer. Tons of great information there. Go and check it out today. That link right in the description of the video. All right, let's get into the games. Again, 6 games. Weather does not look like a concern, so let's jump in the outfield with Andrew McCutchen of the Brewers. So McCutchen, couple quiet games here, and all that's done is driven his price down. I mean, when you see a price equivalent on a FanDuel and DraftKings, really stands out on DK as one of the better values at just 3,300. So we buy low here on Andrew McCutchen, a guy that's really hit left-handers extremely well with power dating back to the start of last season. Anytime we see that ISO over 300, a good indicator, along with that WOBA sitting north of 400. And Drew Smyly going to throw a lot of fastballs, a lot of curveballs. McCutchen great against both of those pitches. Both WOBA and ISO over 400 against both of those pitches, and that equates to about 85% of what Smiley's going to throw. So a great value here, a guy that hits lefties well and matches up with Drew Smyly. Andrew McCutchen leading us off here in today's 6-pack. All right, let's go to the starting pitcher position next. Let's stay right there with the Milwaukee Brewers with Aaron Ashby. So we do have some solid guys on the high end for pitching if you want to spend up, but I think Ashby gives us enough ceiling where we can save a little bit of money and still compete with some of those higher end guys. We don't have any lights out starting pitchers, guys that you're worried about those big 40, 50 point games. Ashby, I think, can compete with anyone on this slate, and it's going to allow us to spend up on some bats that I want to spend on. So let's dig into some of the numbers on Ashby. At least 4 strikeouts in 6 of his starts this season. So you're getting that solid floor that we're looking for. Also, pitch count up to a season high 91 in that last game. So we've talked about pitchers getting stretched out with the lack of spring training. Ashby starting to pitch deeper in the games here. And this lineup, very right-handed heavy. He's been very, very good against righties. 260 WOBA allowed, and ISO at just .068, a 25.5% strikeout rate against righties, and a ton of ground balls at 73.6%. So a lot of numbers in his favor here, but I really like the price. Love the matchup. Aaron Ashby, solid pitching option here for you today in the mid-range. All right, let's get back to the bats. One of those high-end bats I want to spend up here in the outfield, JD Martinez of the Red Sox. Now, we just saw JD in the video in the B spot on Friday night, did well for us there. So let's go right back to the well here. Very good righty on righty hitter. ISO at 231, that WOBA up there at 424. A lot of hard contact here as well at almost 50%. And Wells has had the issues with righties. 209 ISO allowed, so giving up some power. And that power mix we're always looking at, especially this fly ball rate, an alarming 53% fly ball rate, a hard contact rate north of 40%. JD Martinez and the Red Sox in a good spot here on Monday night. All right, let's get you a little correlation. I think that game's very stackable. Let's go to the other side at first base or outfield with TREY MANCINI of the Orioles. So Mancini's swinging a good bat right now. It's been a slow start to the season for him, but 5 hits over the last 3 here against Boston. Again, I like the game stack here of this. You can go 5-3 either way, preferably Boston the 5, Baltimore the 3. Even if not, Mancini going to provide you a lot of value down at 2,700 on FanDuel. Leads this team with a 365 WOBA against left-handed pitching since the start of last season. ISO over 200 as well, and very good fastball hitter. And Hill uses that pitch about half the time on average to righties. We're talking a WOBA at 507 and ISO at 354 here. And Hill, 41% in both the fly ball and hard contact rate to righties. TREY MANCINI in a good power spot here tonight against the Boston Red Sox. All right, let's stay on the infield. Next play, third baseman, Josh Rojas of Arizona. Not many times we're going to get an Arizona guy in here, but I like this spot as a one-off play for Rojas here. Hits in 14 of the last 19 games. Good power against righties, 250 ISO. Again, that WOBA over 400 here, and does not strike out very often. Just a 12% strikeout rate against right-handed pitching. Now, Strider been a big strikeout guy, so you lessen that worry here with Rojas, and does give up power. You're going to trade those strikeouts for some power. 37% fly ball rate, 48% hard contact rate. Rojas, again, solid one-off option here from the Arizona Diamondbacks tonight. All right, it's time to take a look at my favorite play. Before we do that, let's continue our Beast of the Night contest. Easy to play, free to play. Just get in the comment section and guess fantasy points on DraftKings tonight for my highest scoring hitter of the 5 bats I'm going to give you. Just need those fantasy points along with your Beast of the Night. Of course, closest guest going to win themselves a free week of RotoGrinders Premium. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button along the way if you have not already. All right, let's take a look. My favorite play for Monday night. You know, Matt's the Beast of the Night. All right, Beast time. We've saved you at pitching. We've provided some value bats so we could spend up here on maybe the hottest hitter in all of baseball. You probably know where we're going here. Outfielder Mookie Betts, tonight's Beast of the Night. Now, again, I've said this before. I hate giving you guys the most expensive play on the slate, but I think Mookie Betts deserves our attention here. Right now, the numbers absolutely ridiculous. Yes, had a down game yesterday, but before that, this guy has been locked in, playing at an MVP level here, and the numbers against righties, very impressive. 315 ISO, 417 WOBA, and that's with a batting average on balls in play under 300, so those numbers could be even higher here. Been a little bit unlucky. Thompson, 360 WOBA allowed, 40% hard contact rate to right-handed hitters. Dodgers, very stackable tonight. Again, that's expensive, I get it, but we can fit him in comfortably here on both sites tonight. Mookie Betts, easily my favorite play on the board in tonight's Beast of the Night. All right, guys, that wraps up for our special Memorial Day edition of the Six Pack. Again, take a minute or two today. Think about what this day really means. Enjoy all the other festivities as well, the baseball, the grilling, the family, and friends. And thank you for stopping by and checking out the video here in the Fantasy Bar. If you have any comments, questions, feedback, please hit me up in that comment section right below the video. Don't forget, scoresandodds.com/beer. And also follow me on Twitter at Beermakersfan. And your guess, fantasy points for my highest scoring hitter on DraftKings for a shot at a free week of RotoGrinders Premium. Or RotoGrinders.com. I am Beer saying salut, guys. Best of luck here on the slate tonight. We'll be back tomorrow with 6 of my favorite plays once again for the Tuesday slate. Good luck. Thank you for watching. Happy Memorial Day. We'll catch you tomorrow.
Hey, thanks for checking out our videos. If you want more expert advice on DraftKings, FanDuel, or any other daily fantasy sports, make sure you check out the current videos playlist